We're live streaming.
Oh.
Watch, take a look. Massive protests in Mexico right now, guys. Want to close that door? Any of them, all of them. Most Americans aren't aware of what's going on in Mexico right now. Thousands of protesters attacking the Capitol, the palace, the National Palace where the president lives. I don't know if she's there right now. All this is because of a political assassination that happened a couple of days ago. That was November 2nd. What was that? 2 weeks ago. Assassination of Carlos Manzo, 40-year-old mayor of Uruapan in the Michoacan state. He was a critic of the drug cartels and had publicly declared war on the cartels, and he was murdered in broad daylight. The cartels in Mexico are extremely powerful. The government can't seem to protect even high-profile officials. They're going crazy out there, aren't they? Well, that's what happens. Let me read some more of the news here. So November 2nd and 3rd, demonstrators stormed and occupied the government palace in Morelia. That's the state capital, not the national capital. Setting fires, vandalizing buildings, clashing with police. President Sheinbaum announced additional troops and special forces and funding to the region for a comprehensive security plan. Protests have spread nationally, and they're escalating today in the capital city, Mexico City. Thousands of protesters marching in Zocalo Square, and young protesters breaking through security barriers surrounding the National Palace. Demonstrators have breached into a section of the palace walls and barriers, leading to violent clashes with police who are deploying tear gas. Check that out. But guys, is the American media even covering this? Yeah, let me fix the make it bigger for you. Does that help? Even bigger? Make me smaller? Whatever. Is the American media even covering this mayhem and violence that's going on? Now, Mexico is considered a corrupt oligarchy. It is run by a very rich upper class that has not done a good job of protecting the rights of the working class. In fact, many of the Mexican governors, officials say, hey, go to America. We can't take care of you here. Just go to America. But unfortunately, along with people who are coming here for a better life and better jobs, there's also a lot of crime, a lot of drugs, a lot of human trafficking. And unfortunately for the Americans, we have something like 100 to 120,000 people in the U.S. dying every year of drug overdoses. A lot of that, not all of that, but a lot of that drugs comes across the Mexican border. Mexican drug cartels are feeding the American thirst for drugs. And the Mexican cartels, with their vast sums of money, can bribe corrupt officials, which is rampant in Mexico. So this is what's going on in Mexico today. What do you guys think? Is this just a Is this just a loop that's going around and around? I can't tell. I'm going to go to another channel. If you don't mind. Let's see if I can figure that out. So let's turn this channel off for just a second. Go to another channel. How does this work? Hold on, guys. Let's see if I can. Nope, wrong one. All right, guys. Mayhem and chaos is continuing in Mexico as a massive amount of protests all over the country continue, but especially in the capital, Mexico City. Protesters have surrounded the capital. They're knocking down barriers. They're getting hit with tear gas. This is all about the corruption in Mexico. What do you guys think? Do you folks know anybody in Mexico who's maybe taking part in this or affected by this? It's so quiet all of a sudden. What's going on? We're gonna get quiet. You guys think the American media are even covering this event? I mean, they did mention the assassination of the mayoral candidate. That was 2 weeks ago. I don't think most Americans realize how fed up the Mexican people are with the cartels. You guys aware of all this violence and chaos going on in Mexico? What do you think? Comment below. Check the news and see if any American news broadcasters are covering this story. Let's just take a quick look at X Twitter right now. Bear with me. Okay, number one story according to Twitter is Michelle Obama talks about black women and their hair struggling with white beauty standards. That's the number one story according to Twitter right now. Michelle Obama's hair. Okay. Number two, protesters breached barriers at Mexico City's National Palace over the mayoral assassination. Well, it's good to know that it's made the top three at least. So looking through Twitter as this is being covered right now, Mexicans are fed up and storming the National Palace after calling out President Sheinbaum as the narco president, bought off by the cartels. Trying to take down the walls. They're trying to take down the walls. What do you think? Mexico is devolving into revolution as citizens riot and attack the state palace over the cartel's grip on President Claudia Sheinbaum. Battle in Mexico City, main square Zocalo. Patriots battle with police protecting the presidential palace. Officers launching tear gas and bullets. Mexico is rising up against Sheinbaum. Rioters drag a Mexican officer into the crowd and brutally beat him. They're ripping down the security walls in Mexico City. The crowd is furious with their government. It is a full-on rebellion. I'm just going through some of the comments on Twitter, guys. The Mexican anti-cartel Gen Z rebellion has reached Claudia Sheinbaum's presidential palace in Mexico City. The crowd has torn down the wall she built just a few days ago. It's now trying to get past the riot police. They've taken cover in an ancient Roman turtle formation. As an American, I don't know what that is. Let's see if anybody else is covering this. Seems like a lot of the same clips are being shown over and over. Having the sound on this thing. I'll switch to another channel for you guys real quick here. I'm going to switch to another channel because this one seems to be a loop, so bear with me while I turn on another channel. Okay, get you another real quick here, guys. Hold on. And Mexican Gen Z. Okay, here's a less violent protest, just a march. You guys want to see violence, though, right? This looks like it's a looping clip. I'll give you some more of the that down. Give you some more of the data that's going on Twitter right now. The National Palace in Mexico is under siege by its citizens amid discontentment with Claudia Sheinbaum. Absolute chaos in Mexico City as furious citizens tear down the security wall and scream narco president. This is what happens when you hand your country over to the cartels. People snap, and this is the explosion. Here's Barron Trump I just read. I'm just going through the Twitter notes, and that one happened to be Barron Trump. No, it's not Barron Trump. Never mind. Somebody pretending to be Donald Trump. There's a full-blown battle with riot police. The protesters were trying to storm Scheinbaum's office. Things are getting rowdy at the National Palace. Fences torn down. The Morena socialist narco regime is fencing off the palace. Oh, who's calling me? We're going to ignore that phone call. What do you guys think? Is this going to spill over into America? I don't mean the protest, but I mean the violence. People escaping. The Mexican police and troops when they start attacking citizens, causing even refugees to come pouring across the border. What do you guys think? Crazy, knocking down the barriers. All right, guys, I think that's enough. I'm going to close this up. And stay tuned for more news, etc. And wishing the people of Mexico well. And I hope they get their corruption under control. But we'll see.